Hi, this is Armin Navabi from Atheist Republic, and I'm an atheist because I couldn't find any evidence for God. And I looked, like I really looked. And I'll stop being an atheist as soon as I find an evidence, but I don't think that's going to happen.
To catch a preacher. Last March, the FBI released information concerning the indictment of a Linden, New Jersey religious education teacher and leader of a boys' youth organization who had been charged with possessing images of child sexual abuse. The accusations against 45-year-old Gregory J. Aker resulted from his February 2014 arrest for sexual assault and endangering the welfare of 2 minor children. The arrest allowed officials to execute a search warrant which netted them multiple computers and thumb drives where 1,240 images and 43 videos depicting the abuse had been stored. In October, Aker admitted to owning the images and confessed to sexual abuse of more than one child on more than one occasion. He faces 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. He will be required to register as a sex offender. His sentencing will be next year in February. And Fancy Free. If you've ever seen the movie Dirty Dancing, you'll recall that a major theme of that film was tolerance and inclusiveness, a message apparently missed by several members of the community of Lake Lure, North Carolina, the tourism-focused town where the film was shot. Lake Lure is home of the Lake Lure Classical Academy, a K-12 charter school which receives a combination of public funds and private monies. Earlier this year, when students formed an LGBT extracurricular club, controversy erupted which resulted in several parents and community members arguing over the group's inclusion at a recent school board meeting. Following the meeting, board members voted to suspend all after-school clubs, including science-based and religious clubs, pending resolution of the issue. We at the Infidel find it unfortunate that Footloose, a different 80s movie which was specifically about religious intolerance by a community opposed to free expression, was not also filmed in Lake Lure. Out with the old. In a recent article penned by Slate entitled "Evolution is Finally Winning Out Over Creationism," Slate editorial assistant Rachel E. Gross used statistics from several recent polls to make the case that younger generation is likely to change the zeitgeist of science denial which is currently hampering scientific advancement in the United States. However, that does not mean that the current environment is not hampering that same upcoming generation's scientific literacy. The article quotes numerous liberal luminaries such as Bill Nye, Eugenie Scott, Daniel Dennett, and Evan Wolfson, president and primary architect behind the gay rights movement Freedom to Marry. Wolfson is quoted regarding the movement's term generational momentum, which, Wolfson says, is a polite word for death. Explaining that generational momentum could be the phenomenon that gradually brings about the culture shift towards science acceptance, Wolfson adds that was our secret weapon. Old people die. This is assuming that the dying generation doesn't hamper the upcoming one by inadvertently denying them their science education. Says Eugenie Scott, there are 2 main teachers around the country who anticipate they're going to get pushback if they teach the E word, so they skip that section of the textbook. Sorry kids, we don't have time to cover everything, so let's go on to photosynthesis.